Today's horoscope, Scorpio August 26, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Maybe it's time to set some limits and turn that accepting love back towards yourself instead of giving it to the ungrateful. The problem is you don't find that to be easy. Hint: start with your diet. Are you giving yourself the best and freshest food possible? Are you getting enough vitamins and minerals? Are you drinking plenty of water? Turning the focus onto your own needs will help you sustain your giving nature. Your vibration will be under the best conditions during this wonderful day, allowing you to see all that is possible. You will have a strong sense of character, responsibility and organization, and be serious in your ideas and acts. These abilities will encourage you to realize your projects, which may very well have social or humanitarian importance if you give yourself the means. Having the moon in your relationship sector during the sun's first weekend and Venus last weekend in your friendship sector already makes this an important time for building friendships and relationships. The timing is especially significant as Venus is still separating from a positive connection with the dwarf planet Ceres during her final day of retrograde motion in your communication sector, while the sun will do the same in just a few days. With the moon making direct connections today, it presents an opportunity to address past communications more effectively. Just as the sun is spending his first in Venus, the planet of love, her last weekend in your friendship sector, the moon is making its monthly visit to your relationship sector. A friendly aspect to the sun yesterday and to Venus before leaving tomorrow is already making this a special weekend for friendship and relationship building. However, the moon's friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres, in her last full day in retrograde motion in your communication sector, is bringing the communication gods into the loop. Your idealism and romantic nature are in the spotlight early today, and you're likely to find it natural to dream of beautiful things, experiences, and situations. Your compassion meters skyrocket and your most appealing traits are in the spotlight. However, as the day progresses, a Mars-Saturn square can slow you down if you've been pushing too hard or too fast in a particular area. Difficulties with trust and power dynamics that have been festering might now emerge in challenging ways. Bottled up anger can challenge your well-being, while exploding can also be destructive. Aim for moderation, and you'll be in the best position now. Do your best to respond to challenges with patience and mindfulness. You have one of the most tender hearts of all, but that doesn't mean you won't stand up and fight for what you believe in. However, the entire week ahead is riddled with bombs, so it would be best to tread forward carefully. Today, mighty Mars in your solar 11th house of friendships goes to war with an icy Saturn in your solar 8th house of intimacy and sexuality. It appears a friend has scathing opinions about your personal life, or, even worse, if you accidentally fell into bed with a pal. They're jaded and coming for blood. Do not let anyone or anything take away your sense of power. Maintain your authority when Mars in Taurus squares Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. As your professional community, platforms, and aspirations change, you might feel unsure of the transformation. Certain aspects might be out of the range of your control, or say, not having all of the power, answers, or outlets can be tiring. Instead of feeling defeated, maintain whatever authority you have to make the most of your situation. You are never truly powerless in any situation. Today, you'll find practical problems especially easy to solve. Others will be astounded by your clear vision. Take advantage of this exceptional clarity by not only solving current financial problems, but also looking to the future. You will certainly find it easier to strategize the achievement of short-term and long-term goals today. Go for it. Your family doesn't seem to be supporting you as much as usual. Instead, they are critical now and then. Don't go on the offensive, but listen carefully to what they are saying. Who knows, their objections may be justified. It's better to discuss this with friends, as they see matters more objectively. You thought your buddy had your back. Now look at the silly predicament you two have waded into. Everything's going to be alright in the end, but don't make things any more complicated than they have to be. Being tested, You seek proof as to whether the decisions you made regarding your love life are correct. It's possible others make you aware of having made a mistake. This is a good time to reevaluate your situation. Remain calm, be optimistic about the future and let events unfold. Better times are on the way. Relationships with others are going extremely well, and your communication is smooth and flawless. You have a great deal of energy at your disposal, and your day should be very productive. You may have the tendency to be a bit more lazy than usual. This is natural. Life is so good now that you see no need to even lift a finger. Indeed, you have an opportunity to skate through your day this way, but if you do, you might miss out on an opportunity that comes around only once in a great while. Today, the vibrations want you to think more of others than yourself. You will have to look on your family and friends with tolerance and compassion. Try as much as possible to fill their needs. If you can do this, you will find a wonderful equilibrium in your sentimental or family life. By taking time to love, you will discover all the love that people have for you. Daily Planetary Overview. As the moon enters Gemini, you might feel a shift in energy that keeps you on your toes. Gemini is a sign known for its quick wit and mental agility, and this lunar influence can leave you buzzing with thoughts and ideas. Have you ever found yourself lying in bed with your mind racing, unable to shut off the stream of thoughts running through your head? That's the kind of energy you might be dealing with tonight. It's like your brain is stuck in overdrive, making it a bit tricky to slow down, relax, and unwind. If you find that you're more alert than usual, try not to stress about it. Instead, embrace this mental clarity as an opportunity. Sometimes, when we're more awake than we'd like to be, it's a sign that there's something our minds need to process. Maybe there's a creative idea bubbling up that needs to be explored, or perhaps you've been avoiding dealing with something that's finally demanding your attention. Use this time to check in with yourself. What's on your mind? What thoughts keep resurfacing? You might be surprised by the clarity that comes when you allow yourself the space to really explore what's buzzing around in your head. But, of course, this heightened mental activity can also make it hard to relax and get the rest you need. If you find yourself tossing and turning, consider trying some relaxation techniques, deep breathing, gentle stretches, or even jotting down your thoughts in a journal to clear your mind. Sometimes, just getting those swirling thoughts down on paper can be enough to quiet the mental chatter and help you drift off to sleep. Now, with all this mental stimulation, there's a little word of caution. Be mindful of your impulses, especially when it comes to spending. It's easy to fall into the trap of making quick purchases when you're feeling restless or overwhelmed. Have you ever found yourself online shopping late at night, only to wonder the next day if you really needed that new gadget or pair of shoes? The energy right now can make those little impulse buys seem more appealing than usual, but try to resist the urge to make any big purchases or financial commitments unless they're absolutely necessary. If you do need to make a financial decision, take a moment to pause and assess it with a clear head. Ask yourself if this is something you really need, or if it's just a temporary comfort you're seeking. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself to a little something to lift your spirits, but be mindful of the difference between a small indulgence and a bigger commitment that could backfire later. Remember, the energy of Gemini can be fast-paced and sometimes a little scattered, so grounding yourself is key. Have you ever found that when your mind is racing, it helps to take a step back and get a little perspective? Maybe that means reaching out to a friend for a quick chat, or taking a walk to clear your head. Whatever it is, find something that helps you anchor yourself and brings you back to center. And if you're feeling particularly energized tonight, lean into it. Use this time to brainstorm, create, or even just daydream about the possibilities ahead. Sometimes, those late-night bursts of inspiration can lead to some of our best ideas. Just be sure to balance it out with moments of calm and mindfulness to keep from getting too carried away by the buzz of this lunar energy. How do you typically handle those restless nights when your mind won't quiet down? Do you have any go-to strategies for finding balance when your thoughts are racing? Share your experiences. There's always something we can learn from each other's journeys, especially during these times of heightened energy and introspection.